YouTube.
All right.
Was that good?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually not too bad. Yeah. So anyway, been a minute. So in this video, we're going to take a few minutes and we're going to go over some of the new pairings. So girls that are going to breed the first time for us this year, and what males are going to them, and we're going to let you guys take a look at those females and those boys to see what is going to be coming out of this house this year.
All right, first up we have a black pastel, leopard, yellow belly, Enchi, Poshet pied, Poshet exanthic. This girl, she's going to be seeing our pastel clown this year, and this girl is throwing on size like mad. So yeah, she's going to be our het maker this year. So hopefully, a whole bunch of crazy genes into the clown pool.
He's the one that's done a lot of our clown work so far. This is a pastel clown. We picked this guy up from Eyeball, and he's going in the shed, so he really doesn't look like he normally does. But you can see here, decent pattern, classic clown. Got, you know, the little pastel stuff going on with the head right there. Those eyes, though, look at those eyes.
And he's got some crazy eyes, and he's even looking at you too.
Yeah, he is. He's eyeballing me. No fun. You see what I did there?
No pun intended,
no
right?
pun intended. Pastel clown in shed male. Man, those two are gonna make some crazy heads. Crazy heads. So this here is something that I'm really excited about. This is a project that I bought into a couple years ago, and I'm enamored to really start producing some of this. We should actually, we do have a clutch that's coming this season for this gene. The female just ovulated the other day on the 9th, so it's coming soon. And this girl here, this is an albino, no mistake in that. You guys can see that. And I apologize for, I got the wide angle moment lens on here, so you're really seeing a lot more than you would normally see from us. And this gray matte usually kind of blocks us out pretty good for video and pictures. But that head is crazy. So this is an albino, and she is 100% het for tri-stripe. This girl is really stacking on some size.
She does not want to sit still.
Yeah, she's, she wants to get going. It's that breeding mode. She showed up. She was a little girl. She was small for her size, but she quickly settled in here, was eating like crazy. Some visual tri-stripe stuff that's 100% het for albino, and we're going to show you that male that's planned for her right now. All right, so here's the boy. This is a yellow belly, 100% het for tri-stripe. This is a wild line that Sean Bradley was working with. Let me back that up. So this male is a wild line. I have a cinnamon het tri that I also got the same time from Sean. That is also that wild line. And the albino that you just saw came from Rich Macias, that is tri-stripe. And from the conversations I've had with Sean, there's really no reason to think that these won't be compatible, although he's not bred them out to every line, but the couple that he has, from my understanding, has proven out. So we will see how that, but this is a yellow belly, 100% het for tri-stripe. And that lens, my friends, is about 1.5 inches away from that head.
All right, so what we have here, this is our pastel leopard, yellow belly Enchi, Poshet pied, Poshet exanthic. And this girl is just phenomenal. Her colors are insane compared to the other quads that we have.
And when he says quads, we have several other animals that suspectedly have all the same genes that she has. We have a male and a female, and just because of the amount of genes involved, we just call them the quads.
Right.
But this girl has way more like orange to her color palette than the other ones are. Definitely more yellow than what she's showing here.
So which is, hopefully she's, there's even a possibility that she could be Posset Ghost too, but we haven't proved that out yet.
Another one wants to run.
Sit still, girl.
Just cover her head. Cover her head.
Yep, getting her. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so we paired this to a pastel xanthic dark phase line. All right, let's take a look at the boy that she's paired to. All right, so this is the male that is breeding to that last female. This is a pastel xanthic, pastel SK xanthic dark phase line. Like I said, we picked up from Greg Graziani. You really should take a look at a couple of his videos where he paired it with leopard and black pastel, and there's some crazy dark tones to it, and they look really awesome. So we're hoping to get some of that dark phase line in and really start working with it a little bit.
Well, I mean, this is a pastel. Like, if you know anything about pastel, that head stamp is not classic for pastel.
Right.
So I assume the dark phase is what's impacting that and in making it darker. But pastel, dark phase, SK, xanthic. All right, so this girl here, this is a leopard lavender, and she is pos het for pied. I love showing off this girl. Like, her purples are just insane. So she's right about 1,400 grams, 1,500 grams, and like, look at the color. She has not lost. Yeah, she has not lost a bit of color. And the sad part is, again, you guys are only seeing about 80% of what is truly there. She's just, oh my goodness, exploding with color. So again, a leopard lavender, pos het for pied, and we got some crazy plans for this girl. She's really gonna get some some weight, some power, whatever you want to call it, kind of put to her. Got a little bit of the cocoa bedding flakes and some stuff on her there, but like, she just looks crazy. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool look at those scales.
Yeah, that's
right,
really good clarity.
That's right down in there too. I mean, that's about an inch from the snake. But to bring this up, this is a blade clown het for lavender, also pos het for pied, which is going to go see that girl. Yeah, so we're going to make some lavender possible dreamsicle 100% het for clown leopard blades. That was really all backwards, but anyway, this is a male. This pairing is, interestingly enough, both animals came from Matthew got tagged.
I got tagged.
Both animals came from Justin Kabelka, and
jackwagon.
What did you say?
I called him a jackwagon because I didn't want to curse.
Jackwagon. Okay, whatever's floating your boat there. So this guy's pretty straightforward. Oh yeah,
you got me.
You got a little bit good.
All right, next girl up is a bit of a mouthful. This is a pastel spider lesser enchi malum bulb, 66% het for pied. We picked this girl up from Nerd. We've had her for a couple years. She is finally ready to go. All right, she just wants to keep moving, so let's go ahead and move on to the boy. All right, so here's the boy. This boy has done phenomenal stuff for us in the past.
He's been here before.
This is our pastel leopard yellow belly enchi pos het, or not pos het pied. He is 100% pied. So with this pairing, there's possible.
You're a wrangler.
Talking about a powerhouse snake with that many genes, that would be just dumb.
So this girl here, this is a Cypress Mojave from none other than Miguel at AEP. Ooh, yeah. She looks good. really dark contrast.
Yeah, the pairing that you got going on with this girl this year.
Yeah, I'm excited about. You know, I think it's not been done before, so well, not a lot has been done with Cypress or this other gene, but the stuff should come out really, really nice.
Yeah, for a pairing that doesn't have any recessive stuff in it, it's going to be a really cool.
I agree. And we got this back stripe here that goes all the way down the back. Yeah, she held color really well. Very excited about this. It should, you know, lend to some really good contrast with this other animal that we're going to pair her with, and we're going to pull him out now. There's a really good headshot. Looks good.
Yeah, she does.
Exciting times. It's just ridiculous. This is a Mackenzie Fire, and he will definitely see the Cypress Mojave. So there'll be some craziness going on for sure.
And this boy has no problems with locking whatsoever.
Oh no, he's a rock solid breeder. He gets the job done. This guy came from Brock Wagner at Brock Wagner Reptiles, and I mean the pattern is just like all over the place. That's not even really that good of color contrast for him. The yellows are just so intense.
The video, he looks more ghost-like than what he actually does in person.
Yeah, and that's even really dull. He's just not bringing in the yellows that he needs. That's a little better like this. Nah, you can move your hand. Yeah, that's close, but still not quite there. Yeah. He just looks really good. So the color that's going to go into this girl with the Mackenzie and the Cypress, man, I'm really excited to see what that's going to do.
Yeah, Mackenzie, Cypress,
again,
Fire.
Yeah, I don't know that's been done before, the Mackenzie Cypress stuff. So yeah, that'd be a killer pairing. Well, there you go. Just a really quick look at only a very sparse bit of what we're going to be putting together this year. Again, with almost 60 females in play, we'll probably be in the neighborhood of like 40 to 50 of them going. So this will, for sure, so this past season, well, I guess if we count the girls that are still going now from this past season, we were probably at about 15 clutches, maybe 16. So with the pairings going on for 2020 for us,
say even if we get half, it we get 30.
We'll be more than half. We've never not been half, so 60%. We should be around somewhere around 60% or so. Yeah. But the hatchling racks that were made for us by Baller's Garage, if you don't follow them, you can check them out on Instagram. I'll put their information down below.
Very solid racks for sure.
Excellent racks. But what I found out recently is we currently use two V18s from Vision, and that's what the racks were built around. Mm-hmm. But most recently, Freedom Breeder has come out with a V15, so it's the same length, just narrower. Yep. It will hold 3 of those where I currently have 2 V18s. Freedom Breeder also makes a FB15, I guess, which is fairly new. Yep. And that will go in a single slot in there. So these could also function as like a sub-adult or a male rack. So very versatile as far as how many bins you can hold and what size animals and like all that stuff. So I could start with the V15s and then move to the 18s and then move to the 15s if there was so a need.
If you haven't been to our website, aka www.ectothermicdungeon.com.
I totally forgot about that.
We have new gear. So we
do.
There's
a lot of gear.
We found a place that does on-the-demand printing, and we got a various amount of different colors and types of shirts. So we have hoodies.
There's women's leggings, women's tank tops.
Did you put the leggings up yet?
Their leggings are up.
Sweet.
V-neck tees, men's tees, and a hoodie. Doesn't matter what you wear. Post a picture of us, tag it in it, share the crap out of it, and 10% off an animal if you go to buy an animal. So with all that said, a lot of apparel you to check out on our website. Please click over there. The link is in the description down below. The gear tab and I think there's 6 items on there you can check out. But until the next video, peace. Makes me feel alive. She makes me feel alright. She makes me. I have to say, first thing I have to say is it kind of feels good not to have to carry the whole load. It gets exhausting.
That's
Matt's tiny and he's like short. Like I could put him in my pocket, but it's kind of nice not to have to. No, what are you doing? Don't do it.